sell your paintings, you've clicked on the right video, because not only am I going to tell you how to do it, but I'm going to provide you with a formula of exactly how to sell your art, whether you are a beginner, intermediate, or an advanced artist. And I'm going to go based on things that I've done over the last few years. All right, so we're gonna jump right into this. So let's say you just started painting sometime within the last 6 months, and most of the time, beginners tend to use smaller canvases. I know I did when I first started. So let's go ahead and base this particular price analysis off of a 12 by 16 canvas. Let's go ahead and start right there. Okay, so here we have a standard 12 by 16 canvas, okay? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna talk a little bit about the measurements and the beginning point, and I'm gonna start off with doing the price that I would sell this sort of as a beginner, okay? And later on, I will put up with the formula the prices for advanced and intermediate, and at that point, you'll be able to figure it out pretty much on your own. Okay, so the first thing that you're gonna need to remember, this is one of the most crucial things that you need in order to start selling your paintings for what I believe to be a pretty much accurate price, okay? So we just talked a little bit about the first actual size of the canvas, which is 12 by 16. So the first thing that you're gonna have to remember is you are going to multiply the length times the width. Don't forget that. Length times width. That's gonna be the very first thing in the equation to learning the price and how to sell your painting based on a 12 by 16 beginner level. All right, so now it's time for me to make a little bit of sense to you, all right? You are a beginner painter, all right? Beginner painter, you have a 12 by 16 painting that you are selling. So remember from earlier, we are going to multiply 12 by 16. That's our length times our width. That's gonna give us a number of 192. We are gonna take the canvas thickness, which in that particular case was a 1/2 inch. So we're gonna take 192, we are going to multiply that by 0.5 in our calculator, and that's going to give us a number of 96. At that point, what I used to do is I would take that 96, and nobody wants to sell their painting for a $96, you know, or a weird number like that, so round it up to $100. So you're a beginner painter, all right? 12 by 16 canvas. Somebody says, hey, how much is that? You're gonna tell them it's $100 plus shipping or anything else. And remember, frames are not included in any of this. Let's go ahead and move on to the intermediate. Okay, so the intermediate one has always been one that I particularly liked because it was just very, very simple and just very easy to formulate. You didn't have to worry about decimals, this or that. Now, what I did when I was in the, which I don't even know what category I'm in, but let's just say when I was in the intermediate category, all as I would do was I would times the length times the width of the actual painting. So if you have a 12 by 16 painting, you just times 12 by 16. That gives you 192. What did we say earlier? Round that number up, never round down. Round that painting, that number up to 200. So you're in the intermediate category, 12 by 16. There's your number, $200 plus any applicable shipping or anything else that you may add on the painting. But $200 is your base price. All right, so here we have a 16 by 20 landscape painting. And let me just throw this in there because you probably see the frame around the actual painting. These formulas are based without frames. Any framing costs will be additional, and there are other ways to figure that out, or if you just add the cost of your framing, or if you're looking to mark that up, that's a whole nother video. So make sure that when you're pricing these, you are not pricing with frames. This is just for the canvas. Okay, so now let's move over to advanced. Let's say you are in the advanced category, and now listen, there's gonna be a lot of different perspectives out there based on people. Somebody might say, hey, my painting's worth $10,000. And that's the good thing about painting. You can decide your own value. This is just a guide. Hopefully this will help you. So let's go to the advanced category and let's talk 16 by 20 for just a minute. So we're gonna take our 16 by 20. We are gonna multiply that number. That's gonna give us a number of 320, okay? Now, what I have found in the advanced category is we take that number, our length times our width, which becomes 320, and we're gonna multiply that times 2. That's gonna give us a number of 640. Now we can round that up to 650, we can round that up to 700, but that's just a general figure. I would say 650. So if you're selling a 16 by 20 painting, I would be selling that for about $650 based on that particular simple equation. And it's something that works and it's something that I have followed for a very long time. Let's jump over to the larger painting and discuss that, because that is a different thickness. Okay, so let's just go ahead and let's talk about this big beast behind me right here. This is that 40 by 60 painting. And let's just go back to, the beginner or intermediate areas of this painting. Let me tell you how I personally would price this particular painting. So I'm going to take that 40 and I'm going to take that and I'm going to times or multiply that by 60. That is going to give me that 2400 number we talked a little bit about, okay? That length times the width gives you the magic number. Now the canvas here is 3/4 of an inch thick. So we're going to take that 2400 and we're going to times that or multiply that by 0.75. That's going to give us a number of 1800. Now that could be beginner or intermediate. You can do it this way, but $1,800 is a very, very good and very, very fair price for at least intermediate or advanced, okay? This is just a basic guideline. So let's say $1,800. Let's just base that on intermediate, 1,800. If you are a beginner and you paint a 40 by 60 painting, so that 1,800, divide that by 2, sell it for 900, okay? That's all. It's very, very simple stuff, and this is just a guide. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Use this to sell your paintings and be confident when you sell them. Never ever underprice yourself. Your art is more valuable than you will ever think or ever know. Trust me, you're a valuable person. Keep painting, stay positive, stay safe, happy, healthy, alive, all of the things. Make sure to like, subscribe, share this video. God bless you all. I love you. I will see you in the very, very next video. Peace. All right, I'm here. Give me 1 second. 1 second. All right, let me check and see if I can hear myself. All right, that sounds pretty good. Hey, drop me a comment real quick while I'm doing this real quickly. Let me know where you're watching from, what state, country, what planet, all the things. Let me know where you're at. Also, how about that picture up there, huh? Doesn't look all trippy like it did yesterday. I was trying to log into Facebook from another device. It's not letting me. I wanted to, watch on Facebook and YouTube to see the comments. But it's not letting me because I apparently have some kind of encrypted security here. Yeah, so I have generate a code. Yeah, so I have this all figured out and fixed over here, and as you can see, it's doing pretty good. The picture looks pretty good on my end. Enter a setup key. I'm not real technical on this, so I have no clue what I'm doing. Anyways, all right, so I'm not going to be able to see comments on Facebook. Okay. Sorry about my luck. All right, so how you guys doing today? Hope everybody's doing good. All right, I got to stop. Yeah, see, this is my current situation right here. I have a Google thing, authenticator. It's not working. It's for security because I've been hacked a couple of times. All right, let me just move this phone out of the way. All right. Can you guys hear me? Am I even seeing comments? What am I doing here? Third rock from the sun. I see that. Nebraska, West Deptford. That's like 25 minutes, 30 minutes from me. Canada. Yo, do me a favor real quickly. Share the video real quick if you want or not. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but if you want to, that would be great. If you would want to share the video, I would greatly appreciate it, because the demonstration that we're going to be doing here today, actually I have a third phone. I'm going to charge this one while I'm painting, and maybe this one's still logged in to Facebook. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to do a demonstration here that I failed at yesterday. Let me show you what I'm working with here. Come on, we got to get some more people in here, and then I'll start. I'm using this Winsor & Newton water mixable oils. All right. And so this will technically be, I don't know, what, the second time that I've used this. So, you know, I don't have any experience with this stuff at all. I used it once. Let me see something here. Okay, so that's still wet from yesterday. Still wet from yesterday. How does the picture look? Somebody let me know. I'm having anxiety right now because I see what I see, but yesterday I didn't. It looked fine for a while, and then it was messed up. So let me know how the picture looks before I literally have like a panic attack and, you know, have a heart attack on a live stream. Looks good. Thanks, Krista. I'm just kidding, by the way. So listen, if you see, let me try to point my finger right. Hold on. There's a delay. I look like an idiot. Or is it right? Down, down. Oh my gosh, I feel so stupid right now. See that number right there? There's a phone number right there. That, if you want to text me, I'm doing like a private community thing where, you know, I text back and forth. Like I can text a bunch of people at once, or I can just text, you know, one-on-one. And I do that a lot of the times at nighttime. Now, a lot of you people will know that I had something similar to this before, and I got rid of it because there was like 9,000 people that ended up signing up over the course of like 6 months. And I started getting like spammy type things, and I had 2 creepers, okay? Like, seriously, 2 creepers. And I'm looking, I should be looking at the camera, but hold on a second. Sorry, I can't help you right now. I had 2 creepers. One in particular sent me a message one night and said, "I'm watching you outside of your house." All right, so I deleted that app, got rid of that, and I was invited to this text, you know, this whole thing here. It's safe, secure, your information, all that stuff. So if you want, you can text me, and I will text you back. Now listen, if you text me and I don't text you back for a while, a lot of times I do this at nighttime where I'll just, you know, just text people. So, oh man, gotta get some more people in here. Come on, share the video, like it, do something. Help me get some more people. Yeah, that is creepy. Imagine looking at your phone and reading a message that says, I'm watching you. I'm watching you from the woods outside of your house. So, but that's no problem because I just loaded up my 12 gauge with, you know, 7 shells and walked outside. All right, let me just stop. Okay, let's get to the subject here. Here is, yeah, that's why, Becky, that's why I stopped that whole thing, because you know, somebody was just being weird. I'm sure nobody was really outside watching me, or maybe not, maybe they were. I'm going to use this 1-inch brush again. I can't believe there's only 40 people in here. Am I even on Facebook? Anybody? All right, I'm going to start here real quick. I'm going to check one quick thing on Facebook to see what's going on here. Yeah, I'm on Facebook too. And, all right, well, I'm just not interesting. It's just bottom line. No problem. No problem. Story of my life. All right, here's this same palette from yesterday. This stuff is wet, and yeah, we're going to use it. So I don't have a whole lot of this paint, so that's why, you know, I figured let's just risk it and see if it stays good overnight, and it does. It stays nice, and it'd probably stay wet for like 2 or 3 days, just like regular oil paint. This is sort of not tacky, it's a little dry. So I'm probably going to do something here real quick. I'm going to I'm going to get a flat brush real quick, and I'm going to take a little bit of water. I have no clue what I'm doing. Okay, just going to get a little bit of water, all right, because it's water mixable. And let me, oh yeah, all right, let's not do that. Let's not do that because it's just going to drip off the canvas. All right. Okay, so I'm not going to take water. I'm going to do nothing at this point. I'm going to get a fan brush. I'm going to get a fan brush. And where's my fan brush? I'm going to get number 3 fan brush. I'm going to make some clouds. That's where I left off yesterday. And we'll see how the day goes. All right. So if there's any creepers on here, please just go. All right, so here's some white paint. Now this was a real thin layer of paint, so it could very well be not easy to blend or anything, but that's fine. That's sort of like using acrylics, you know. So I'm just going to put a few clouds up here with this little thing, this little brush. But I don't want to hold the palette. I don't like holding the palette. I hate holding the palette, actually. The reason that I'm showing you this is because, I don't know, oil paint is, it is what it is. Paint thinner sucks. And, you know, why not use this if it works? You know, that's just my whole theory. If you've used water mixables before, you should let me know right in the comments here. And let me know what your experience is, you know what I mean? Let me know what you think of it, water mixable. Because I really can't form a valid opinion at this point because I've only used it once. This is my second time. Maybe one here too, you know? So let me know. You know, maybe you'll teach me something. Not that I learn very well. I have trouble remembering things. All right, I'm going to take a 1-inch brush here, and I'm going to try to blend this out. All right, so it's not that bad. It's like tacky, like sort of tacky, but that's because it was so thin. But it's, you know, it's doable. Better than eating paint thinner half of the day. Now, let me just say, I'm not going to stop using oil paint because I like that a lot, and I have probably close to 1,000 tubes of it in this building. So I'm going to keep using that, but, you know, this is a great alternative. You know, maybe if you have like young kids or something, you know, something like that. So, all right, let me just see here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good on the screen. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm going to step back because, you know, stepping back is super important. You should always step back. I'm trying to think if I should add another one there. All right, hold on. Share the video, like the video, do all that stuff for me. Let's try to get some more viewers in here. So it's kind of cold here in New Jersey. I wonder how the weather is where you're at. All right, let me try to lift it. I don't want to sit here and paint clouds all night. Yeah, it looks pretty good. That's actually pretty cool, actually. I can't really complain with that. Hopefully it looks, you know, fairly decent on your end. But that, I mean, what do you think? I've used water mixable in a pinch. Oil. You can use regular oils with it. If you use regular oils, you can't use water to clean it. It would have to, yeah, okay. 1:55 p.m. on the West Coast. You are live on Facebook right now as well. Yeah, so look at this cloud. Like, I mean, I really didn't do anything to this cloud, right? But if, you know, I'm standing back about, I don't know, about 6 feet right now, and it looks pretty cool, you know, it looks pretty good. it's got like dimension to it. It looks like I even threw a few shadows in there, so I don't know. We'll see. So I'm kind of like over analyzing this because I haven't really used it before. So it's interesting to me how this looks. All right, so I think I'm going to take some white. Let me probably just use the fan brush. I'm going to put a little bit of white paint down here because I had this like nice and ready to go to put a mountain in, and I don't think it'll show that misty effect if I just leave it like this. So I'm just going to drop some of this white in like this. All right, set that out of the way. And I'm just going to blend this in. A lot of this isn't going to show in the background because I'm going to drop something in right above it. Now the picture that I left as like the description thing that you saw on YouTube, at least, probably not Facebook, is not anything exact, but I figured I'd turn the canvas this way and make something like that. And that's gonna, that lightens it up a little bit right there, which looks pretty cool. All right, let's see here. All right, I'm gonna make a brown, I'm gonna make like the brownish colored like mountain, like I did in that picture. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks good enough. All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna grab some of this brown, and I think maybe I'll get a little black in there, maybe. See how that looks? Brown and black. The blue's getting pretty thick on me. Let's see. All right. A little bit more black, and maybe just a tiny bit of white, lighten it up a little bit. All right, let's see what that does real quick. This paint's actually thick. This is thick just like oil paint. So I'm going to make just a real simple, like a real simple mountain here. Something that anybody can do. You can do it right now if you want. And then probably let's go like this. Just go right up there. Nothing too hard. And I put that white right there for that reason, so I can blend this down. All right, put something there. Maybe a little thingy right there, and then maybe, let me get some more paint. Maybe a little, I don't know, something right. Something like that, just something simple. Let me go back to this. Yeah, I'll get the 1-inch brush, and then, all right, wipe that out. All right, so I'm gonna pull this out. So I put that white right here because it was sort of drying up on me. Now, yesterday, if we would have kept going, I wouldn't have did this because it was, it was wet yesterday. So I'm just gonna pull this out. So at any time I could I could really mess this up because, I don't have any experience when it comes to this. So, just got to wing it, just do it. And you could darken it if you want more, darken it, lighten it, do whatever. You can adjust, just get it, get the paint on the, down on the canvas first. Just get it down there. Yeah, let me just pull this a little bit there. There's a big glob of paint right there and right there. All right. All right, now I'm going to start doing these little circles real quick just to get this out of the way. Here, let me do something because you don't want to hear my voice. Just my voice. Let's do this, and then let's do this. Okay, there. A little bit of music, okay? Okay, there's the music. I just want to make sure I could hear it. So I'm going to just swirl around like this for a minute. Just, you know, just kind of make this whatever. Just do whatever. All right, and then I'm going to step back real quick and see what do I want to do. I'm going to probably want to darken it just a little bit. Got to pick the process up here because I waste so much time doing nothing, observing, you know, when you really shouldn't observe too much. I'm going to get some dark color real quick, and I'm going to just kind of just whatever. I'm not going to. Just going to put it in. I'm not like really worried about exactly where it's going. I'm just going to get it in there. All right, so I'm there, like that. Wipe that off. Back to that this 1-inch brush real quick, and then I'm going to just kind of pull this down, just so it shows, you know, there's brown, there's black. I don't want to blend it all together probably. All right, just so there's multiple different little colors happening here, you know. All right, good. Wipe the knife off. All right, I think that's probably good for the base there. We'll get some color now. I don't even have a picture of the one that I'm going off of, so I'm just going to put some colors on this thing. Let's do this. Let's start off with like yellow ochre, maybe? Yeah. Let's do that. Get a little bit of that, not too much. I'm just going to get a little bit of this yellow ochre on here, and we'll just start putting it, you know, wherever. I'm just getting tiny, like little tiny bits because I don't want to ruin like the, you know, the other colors that we have going on here. All right. Let's put some here, right about there, or something like that, maybe. All right, not bad. Not bad. Now I'm gonna take some white, all right, just probably throw it right in that pile of that yellow ochre. A little bit more. So I think I'm just gradually going to lighter colors, you know. Take a second and share the video. Again, everybody, it only takes 1 second, literally 1 second. Get some more people. I like doing live streams when lots of people are watching because then I feel like I'm giving good value to people. All right, look, I'm putting some light color just in random little spots. Just thinking about where the light's going to hit. But this is an easy little mountain here, you know. It's pretty much just like a little triangle, you know. Pretty much what it is. All right, I'm gonna just kind of wipe this knife off real quick, and I'm gonna grab some white, just some white paint. It's probably good. A little bit of the yellow's mixing, which is fine. Get some on there. And then I'm gonna put just a tiny bit of, you know, like the white. You see the white? How, I don't even know if you can see that, but I just want a little bit on here because, you know, you don't want to overdo that, you know, little highlight colors or whatever. Get some more. Maybe drop some here, there, like this. You know, leaving like variation is like a good thing. You know, when you have multiple colors and stuff. All right. Am I even still live? Yeah, I think so. Nobody's commenting. Nobody's commenting. Looks like, okay. Like and share. All right, maybe more people's coming in. I don't know. Okay, let's get a shadow color now. So I'm probably going to go, I'm going to take some of this white, put it over there. I'm going to get a tiny bit of black maybe. I don't even know if that was the right decision. And some blue. Let's see what that gives us. Maybe I'll try to put some brown in that. Yeah, let's see how that does. All right. I'm just going to get a tiny bit because I don't want a ton of this bluish, whatever color it is. Right about here. I'm just going to drop some of this shadow color in, and you know, like the opposite angle, you know, because that does help. Everything's not the same angle, you know what I mean? And you could actually just touch the knife if you want. See, I'm just touching. Just going the other way. That's all I'm doing. Maybe put some in here, a little bit. Like this. You just don't want to cover it up, you know, cover the whole thing up with all the blue, you know, the shadow color. You want to show the undercolor, the brown, you know. Because if you cover it all up, you know, what was the point of even putting in, you know, the color underneath, you know. All right. Now, I'm gonna wipe that off real quick. I'm going to go back to this dark color real quick. And I just want to, oh, it's too dark. I just want to put a few little spots right back into there maybe. Wipe this knife off. So tell me real quick, how does this look so far from your screen? You gotta let me know. Is it looking okay? Everything looking good? Let me soften this dark color up real quick. Just take some of it off. See? Took it off. It was on there. Looked like too much. I took it off. Pretty simple. All right. Now I'm going to take some black. Black and a tiny bit of that shadow color. Let me see what this does. Get some more black. There we go. So black and blue, black in the shadow. And I just want to try to make a little bit of contrast here towards the front, maybe. You know, something like that. Shows it's a little darker, a little closer. All right. All right, let's find this 1-inch brush real quick. Wipe that off, and then I don't know what I want to do here. Maybe I'll try to tap first just to make it look nice and soft. All right. Bring it right down into a bunch of mist is what I'm hoping to do here. That's why I put that white paint in here. So I'm going to just soften it. Let me go over here real quick. Tap that out. Do this actually. Just smash it. Forget tapping it. All right. Something like that right there. And then I'm going to just circle it, I guess, for now. Go right up like this. All right. It gets rid of those brush strokes, and then I'll just sweep it real quick. Now this is probably one of the coolest things to do, lifting up and giving it a little sweep, because it gives your mountain like a real, I don't know, just like a real interesting look, you know. Very, very interesting look. Let me get this fan brush real quick. Let me go into this pile of white paint right here with this fan brush because I just want to, look, see I'm just smashing this color down. Well, it's not even a color, it's just white, but, all right. See that? Took no time doing that. And that coffee got cold quick. Back to the 1-inch brush, right? I just got that color on here. And I'm just gonna work with it. I'm just blending it in to the bottom here. And then I'll, go carefully up and down until it hopefully looks a little misty or whatever. All right. Lift up on that real quick. All right, you can't see much yet because, because there's nothing underneath. All right. All right. Now, I'm already forgetting what the picture looked like, so I'm just going to make something here. Probably, let me just take the 1-inch brush. Get out of the way. Let's do this. Let's put something in the background. All right. So, hang on a minute. All right, let's figure out a color. Maybe, I don't know, just make something. Let's get some black, right? Get some black, green, blue, more blue, brown, all kinds of just whatever, More black, more black. A little blue. All right, I don't know what this, let's see what this does. Put something right about, I don't know, right there. Yeah. Maybe I'll tap upward today. This is like far away. Far away. So that's like something, it's just far away. How many times am I going to say far away? Let me wipe this off real quick. Let me get the fan brush. I'm going to put some white in here. Every time you put a layer in, you should try to separate it with something, And because this isn't wet like it was yesterday, I'm just going to drop a little bit of white paint in here, see? It's a little bit, but it might help. So look, I'm just going to soften this up a little bit here, right? And I'm only doing this because, it's not, the canvas is, sat overnight and, I don't even know if I prepared this right, so it sort of like got tacky a little bit on me. All right, a little bit of mist there, maybe. Let me lift up here, gets rid of the, anything weird. All right, and then I'm going to make me a darker layer. I got to get a better system here with this palette. All right. And I got to start making some water here soon. All right, I'm just going to get a darker, let me do this. I'm going to get some blue and some green and some black. It's a dark color. I'm jumping right, I'm jumping like, yeah, dark. I'm going real close. All right, so I'm going to do this. Let's say this kind of drops down like this. Maybe, you know what, that goes up there. That's where it goes. More blue, more black, more green. Something like that. All right. This is a nice dark color, see? But you got to leave, you know, some areas behind it. You know, if you don't, it just may look goofy, you know? I don't know. Maybe it won't look goofy. Maybe this looks goofy, you know? I don't know. I'm just doing whatever. I just want that background to be seen somewhat, you know? Put some dark color in here, maybe. All right, so you see there's like a row back there, and then there's something in here in the front. Now I'm gonna get some black and some green, and yeah, blue. More blue and black, I guess. Before I go too crazy far here, I want to think about, I got to put water in still. I just want to put something here that I can go back over for like land, you know? Something there, just a guideline for me, sort of. All right. Don't mind that. It looks like garbage right now, but you just got to get the colors in, you know? All right, let me grab probably the fan brush. All right, first, a little bit of water, a little bit of white paint first. All right, just gonna swirl this around. And I could have, I guess I could have thinned this out and like made it, you know, nice and thin, but you know, whatever. All right, just putting some white paint here, and then I can go into a little bit of blue here, and then I'm just going to drop some of this color in like this. All right, just so you get the idea. Make it a little darker here, and it'll get light as it goes back. All right. You see, I just like getting, colors down, you know, and then I always just mess with it afterwards, you know. So that's what I like to do. I'm just wiping this fan brush off real quick. And I'm going to smooth this out a little bit. So with water, you want it to be, you know, like in a sky, it's dark at the top and lighter at the bottom. Water, you know, I think it should be the opposite. It should be dark at the bottom, and when you work your way back, it should get lighter and lighter, you know. All right, let me see how this works. I'm going to try to pull some of this down here. Let me see here, just to get this out of the way. I'm just going to drop some of this, maybe look a little reflection or something, you know. Yeah, it's not going to go that far over. Maybe something like this. Something like that. Just going to grab another 1-inch brush real quick. See how this looks. You know what? I got to put some dark color in the water. So there's our little reflections here. But do you see, like, I'm not really, you know, I'm just like whatever, just putting it in, you know. Get the color in. And then we can work with it after the fact. Pull it right down. You know, just to get an idea of the, you know, reflection right there. You know what I mean? It's there now. It's in the water. You know, and now I can like modify the ground or whatever, the land. Let me get some black and some green and some blue. Now watch what I can do here. So I can now, you know, actually come in here and like put like a hill or something back, you know, right here, you know, and cover this area in. I already put the reflection in, so. I'm just dropping some color in. Blue, black, and green. I keep using those colors. All right. But you see, put the reflection in, and then if I need to, I can put more reflection in. Which there might be some right about here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, just a little bit, little indication of something, right? Get that clean brush real quick. this down, put a water line in here too in a second. Now this all isn't going to be water, you know, I just put some in the area, so this way I have enough. I'm just going to get some white, tiniest bit of blue to dull it, just so it's not super bright white. And then let's try to do this. Let's go, because it comes from back here. It goes like that, sort of. And then kind of wraps right around here. Something like that. Get some little white to make it actually stick out so you can see it. All right, so there's one. And then there's the other. All right, so just like some kind of little water movement of some sort. But after you do that, you can, you can go back into blue, black, green, dark color, whatever. And then I can, I can kind of like make some of this stuff kind of grow up right to the water line, You don't have to do the water line last always. It's really just up to you, what you want to do. I can make it look like there's a little alley that comes through here, Do all kinds of stuff. Now I didn't put any highlights on this yet, so just bear with me here just for a minute. Let me redefine this. Just put a few little lines here and there. Just to give it like some form of something so it looks like it's moving maybe, or maybe it doesn't. And then let me just do this real quick. I'm going to take this actually, this fan brush. I'm going to pull this down right here. Don't know why. I'm going to make a little reflection right here. All right, just to soften it up a little bit in the back there. All right, let me do this. Let me set this knife down, wipe this off, and put some highlights on here. So this way it'll start to come together a little bit so you guys can see what's going on. All right, so I got this brush here. I'm going to wipe this off. And I'm going to probably go right into some yellow. All right. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, the yellow's a little thick on me, so let me do this. Let me just go right here. I just dipped that into a little bit of water. No clue how that's going to work. We'll find out. I'm tapping the brush right now into this pile. All right, let's see. Let's do this. Let's start right there. All right. Now I keep tapping back into this pile. All right, because I'm not familiar with what's happening here yet. All right, actually let me do this. Get some more water on there. I'm sort of fascinated with the fact that water thins this stuff down. And it does, it really does. Now I know that the yellow paint was kind of thick when I opened it right out of the tube. All right, but watch this. So let's do this. Can you see that? All right, putting a couple highlights on there. I just keep going right back into this yellow, which the whole pile sort of turned green right now, but that's okay. You see those highlights right there? All right, let me get some more water in this. It probably would help too if I didn't already have the green in here, because it's kind of like the water dilutes the green. And just kind of makes a little bit of a mess, just like a weird green color. Now listen, I will say this, if you guys are using your regular brushes that you use for regular oil paintings, you know, be careful putting water, you know, on it because they'll do goofy things, all right? See, look, I'm just making a little hill right here. All right. Something like right there. Get some more paint. Drop something right into the water there. Maybe it drops down like towards us like that. All right, let me do this. Let me get a little bit of this yellow ochre in here. Change his color up. Lord, my phone keeps ringing. Let me change his color up. I'm just putting yellow ochre in it, just so it's not the same color. Let me see what this does. Yeah, it probably works. So I'm just going to put a few little things here, see? Let me get some white up in here. There we go. Lighten that up a little bit. See, I'm just putting randomness, you know, see? Leaving little areas. All right, so there's a bunch of different things happening. Get some more white. Let's see what this looks like. I'm looking for like just a little distant, you know, type of a highlight color, something that's not too vibrant, you know what I mean? But also not too like detailed at the same time, you know what I mean? Now let me do this. This is uncalled for. Putting a little bit of sparkle back here. Don't know what this is, so don't ask. But it's something back there. Maybe it's everything froze for one night and it thawed out. All right, let me think. Let me think. All right, let me grab, I gotta get a little bit more yellow right here out of this tube. Let me try something here. I should probably just use the fan brush there real quick. This has green on it. The 1-inch brush has green. So look, I'm gonna get a little bit of white and some of this yellow, right? Make a nice bright color, nice little highlight color. One second, I'm just mixing it up, getting it on my brush here. A lot of it, got a lot of it on there. So, let me see here. So watch this. Just gonna put some of that color right there. A little bit of water maybe. This yellow paint that I'm working with is definitely very thick. And that's fine, you just gotta work with it, you know what I mean? Put a little water in it, see? Just add like these little areas, right? Little highlight areas where maybe the sun is hitting, see? Not everywhere, but just in a couple of areas, you know? Maybe there's something happening up here too, a couple areas of the sun hitting, I don't know. Just trying to do a demonstration for you guys. I don't really, you know, I'm not trying to do some master. I never care about doing anything masterpiece or whatever. And if you guys know me, you will already know that I don't even think any of my paintings are any, you know, any real good anyways. There's so many people that are better than what I'm doing out there. But at the same time, I appreciate you guys, you know, appreciate it. One of these days, maybe I'll be able to do a lot more for you guys, but I am tied right now. Tied. Hands are tied. All right, let's see. What do I want to do? The other picture just kind of had a bunch of stuff happening, so let me do something. I'm going to take a bunch of paint, blue, black, and green. I got a big pile. There's even some brown mixed in there. Make sure I have enough black in there, all right? A little bit more green. That's a big pile. All right, so the other painting, I don't know, let's see here. Let's just go. Let's just put some color down here, right? Get some color down here. Somebody's probably cursing me out right now. All right. Okay. Now, my phone number is in the picture that you've been watching this whole time. I have a PayPal in there if anybody actually believes in what I'm doing. I say that all the time. But the only reason I say it is for the benefit of you, you know, because I could, you know, I don't have to do this. I could just easily do my regular full-time job every day and just live my life and privately do this, but I do it on video and I share a lot of stuff, and that's the only reason you see those links there. So I told myself a couple months ago when this stupid pandemic came, I said, all right, well, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to, you know, tell everybody that watches me, if you believe in what I'm doing, support me. If not, I'll see you for as long as I can see you. So that's why that stuff's there. Always like to make that clear. I'm not some guy on YouTube that's trying to come on the internet and beg people for money. It's not the case. I have a career for 23 years, and you know, and that's it. I just choose to try to share this stuff with you. But in order to do that, I have to have a way to do that, and I have to have the time to do that, because it's a lot of time and a lot of work. So just in case anybody has any questions about that, because I had a few weirdos say some stuff to me, and it bothered me for about 30 seconds. All right, so just throwing that out there, you know. If you believe in me, support me. If you don't, yeah, that's fine as well. I think I feel like I have a lot to offer, and that means a lot coming from a guy that has zero self-esteem. So just remember I said that. Okay, I just dropped some color in here. Let me set that one down over here. I don't even know if I'm live anymore. No comments and the texts are going down. All right. All right, I'm going to take, what do I got? Green and some black, some blue. All right. Tree in there. I'm just using this number 3, right? And I'm just gonna pop a little tree in. Flip it over, use this side. There. Just throwing some stuff in the background, you know what I mean? Steve Sipler. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. You know, it's like I want to say this. I appreciate there's like a very small group of people that are constantly have my back, and I appreciate that. You know, I really do, and I know you guys know that as well. Really do appreciate it. So, thanks, you know, thanks, Steve, for, you know, every time I have a class, anything, you're always like the first one, man. Always right there, you know. And I mean, you know, we talk, you've been here at this studio, man. We've talked for hours, you know, before here. And I know you know that I appreciate you, so, and I really do. Because it's a very weird position for me to be here doing this, you know what I mean? And I say that all the time because I don't have to be here doing this. I really don't. I don't need this. I mean, you know, I don't need to share this. I need this for my sanity and my mental health, but I don't need to share this. So I appreciate, I appreciate you, dude. I really do. Thank you. Because that small group of people, if it wasn't for you guys, I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't be doing this. I just wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be doing classes. I wouldn't be doing anything. I'd get up in the morning every day, like I practically just about do almost now. I'd go to work, I'd come home, and I'd paint. You know, so everybody else should thank you guys. All right. I'm gonna fix that little area right there, I think. Something right here, I gotta redo that water line. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, Steve, as a matter of fact, man, listen, I'm going to hold this next time I see you. You know, next time you come up this way, I'll have this here for you. You could just take this. You could take this because this is the, you know, this is the only one I'll probably ever do or get rid of or whatever. So you'll have it, buddy. You'll have it. The water mixable oil painting that I did. All right. More yellow. So I'll save it for you, dude. You're a good dude. Just pouring out some more yellow so I can wrap this up. Better thin this out a little bit with some water. More water. So yeah, it takes a little time to thin this stuff out, but you know, once you thin it out, it works out pretty good. Pretty good stuff. All right, let's see here. So I'm pulling this brush through this yellow. Let me see if this works, because I want to try to just give you guys like the point of what I'm doing here. I don't, you know, go too crazy detailed. I'm going to, I just want to try something. Look at this. It's pulling through here. I just want to add a few little things, little elements to this, you know? A little green wouldn't hurt. A little green wouldn't hurt. Just making like little things, you know? Get some yellow ochre in here. I got a lot of that color out. Seems to be working out all right so far. I mean, the paint's coming off nice and good. Get a little red, why not, right? Bet a lot of people knew that was coming. A little bit of red. Mix it in with the color, and then let's do this. Yeah, that's pretty. I got a lot of paint on this brush. Making these beautiful little, I don't know what those things are, but they're neat looking. Let me do, pop a little something in this corner right there. And then, let's go up here, and I want to do something right big right here. Nice. I just keep reloading. Maybe get some of this change of color a little bit. Some green, and some white, some whatever, just all kinds of colors. Mud at this point. And you know what? Let me do this. I'm gonna make a blue bush. Blue and some white. I want it to be like vibrant though, so I need more blue. Yeah, I know there ain't no blue bushes, but you know, whatever. I think a blue bush would be cool, right here in the corner. Maybe just one to match on that side. Little baby right there. Just gonna pop a few little hidden ones in here, you know. Something like that. Fill this space right there with one. You know, you got all kinds of stuff happening right here, right? All right, let me wipe that off real quick, set that down and get. All right. Let me get this knife and try to rectify this situation here. Just gonna get some white paint and then I'm gonna really go overboard, right? Get it right on there. I want it to be crashing around that corner, you know? And then maybe I'll just put some here. Little ripples here and there, see? You know, there's like a current, you know? Little current coming right there. Just whipping right around that corner. You know what I mean? And then, what's this here? It's just bright orange color, I don't know. But it'll probably look cool if I just pop a little bit of it right here. You know, something, I don't know. A little light shining through there. At this point, I'm just talking to myself, I think. Set that down. All right, let me see how this works. Let me see about, okay. I can work with this. Little scratchy little thingies, you know? Little sticks, and see, it looks like a little tree branch or something sticking up there, just like not too many. And I can make a little tree trunk, see? Little guy there, 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 there. All right, let me try something here. I guess I could just wipe this knife off, I suppose. Or this fan brush. Let me get some of the brown and black here. So I just have some brown and black. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm just going to do it. Why not? Just going to do it. Brown and black. And, what looks right here to me? I don't know. Asking the wrong person. And that's how that happened. Right into there. Right up here. Pop this one out. Just like this. Wiggle it a little bit. I like doing that because it actually gives it a nice little look, you know. All right, now I can flatten this out. Flatten this out, and I can just put a little, you know, something onto that side, maybe right there, you know. And then, a little horn that comes this way. Yeah, something like that, right? All right. Now I think I'm going to just grab the knife because the consistency here of this paint, probably just easier to use the knife. So I'm going to get a little yellow ochre, some white, there's like some blue, brown, there's all kinds of colors in this. Let's see how this works. Just going to set this down and just kind of drop some color on the side of this tree for a minute. Well, not for a minute, permanently. So will be permanent color on this tree. Right to the top. This. Right, just set the knife, and I'm just going to go like this, right down the side. Just kind of stir it up a little bit, you know. Give it some roots, see, into the ground, because trees have roots. Something like that. Now, I'm going to get some blue, and I don't really have any black left, but I'm going to use what I have here. So it is what it is, right? Blue, it's like sort of like a brownish blue. Let's see how this looks. So I'm going to add some contrast to this tree. Nice, that works. Works out pretty good. Put some up here as well. See, little touches. Here, I'm not even gonna take this comment off. Everybody, check this comment. Look at this comment here. Here, I'm showing it. You know, sometimes it's stuff like that right there that I'm just like, whatever, I don't have time for this. You know. But figured, so YouTube held that. It held it. Like I could have just got rid of it or deleted it, but you know, I don't give two shits what people think about me. Like, you are right. I suck. Say it all the time. So there you have it. So that's just public. Imagine what what people send to me sometimes. I could show you guys, but you know, there's no need. No need. All right, let's see here. Just figured I'd share that with you. Welcome to Earth. I'm going to get some, I only have a little bit of this color left. It's like yellow ochre and white. Just going to put a little bit of this color here, you know, just a tiny bit, because I wanted it to be a little bit brighter, but that's probably good enough. You know, I don't want to go too crazy. All right. So that's like an old tree right there, you know. I'm looking for a liner brush here. Let's see if this works. Oh, that comment, that's nothing. I get messages from people they'll be like, "Why don't you go kill yourself? You know, you should have died the first time you tried." Like, and I'm like, yeah, well, hey, you know, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but it doesn't bother me anymore because, listen, I've said this I think before. Like, look, you can't hurt somebody who is already just damaged. Like, you know, you can't, you know, you just can't do that to somebody. And I'm the first one to say, I'm not perfect. I'm a damaged person. I don't care. I just don't care what people say, or I get a lot of mean shit that's said to me. Yeah, and maybe a couple, maybe years ago, maybe I would have ended up taking it really bad and doing something. I just don't care, you know, nothing can hurt me any more than I've hurt my own self. So people to have comments like that to say, whatever. You know, karma's a bitch. All right, just getting some water in this liner brush. Yeah, I'm trying to thin this paint out here to put, I just wanted to show you guys, like you can thin this out. It looks like it's super thin. Might be the brush though. You could put like little branches and stuff on. So look, so I'm just going to, let's do it here. You can put these little cool branches on. Yeah, I think the hairs in this brush are kind of like frayed out a little bit, you know. So that now it's flowing a little bit. Yeah, something like that. And then look, I'm gonna put one right there, kind of facing towards that mountain right there. Going right into the mountain. It's telling you. It's telling you to look that way. And Nick, I see that you're on here, bud. And I already sent a message before to your mom about this exact subject, and I told her, just be, just be prepared. If you're on YouTube, people are going to say some very, very mean things, even to somebody incredible like you, right? Just, don't ever listen, man. Just, the best thing for you to do, it's super easy. Like in a few minutes when I'm done, I'm going to click on this lady's name here in a second, and I'll block her. So it's not a big deal, Just remember this, dude. When somebody has something like that to say to you, they have nothing good to say. It's only negative or bad. Don't get upset. You should feel bad for them because they're just kind of like crying out. It's like a cry for help. It's telling you that their life is so bad that they can act, think about this for a minute. Somebody comes to your channel, right? Somebody comes to your channel and has the guts to consume and watch your video and then tell you that you suck or whatever they say. So it says a lot. Like, life is bad, and I feel bad for those people, so I told your mom, make sure to tell you, just let that go, dude. You can talk to me if that ever happens, if you have any questions or you feel weird, just give me a call, I'd be glad to talk to you, but don't let any of these people ruin you, okay? Never get discouraged, okay? I have people that message me, like I said earlier, that, tell me that, oh, you should have been dead, why don't you go, whatever. So I smile, I block, and then I start my day, bud. So just looking out for you, dude. All right, let's see here. All right, so this seems to be working, seems to be working. Let me do this real quick. Get my color here. Some white, some blue. So the paint thins down. It does thin down pretty well. It's a little bit of a process for anybody that wants to try it. It is a little bit of a process. You got to kind of, maybe a new liner brush might be great or something. My liner brush may not be the best right now because, I kind of beat my brushes up, I'll try to see how this looks. Some white in there, more water. But yeah, overall it seems, seems good. Maybe I would use this stuff again. Maybe. And just so I don't forget, Steve, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna put an S, 2 dots. So I remember who it's for. Yeah, man. So look, let me know, let me know what you think, guys. I don't know. I mean, it was cool. It was good. It wasn't bad using this stuff, but like I said, to be honest, I really only used this once, and it was very, very long time ago. It seemed all right. It seemed okay. It was great making clouds. The mountain didn't seem hard. There's no smell, Yeah, man. So, all right. Well, that's probably it. I better get going. So I hope you guys have a good day. All that stuff. Stay happy. Stay positive. I really have a hard time looking at the camera because this light that I have here, it's like really bright, so that's probably why I don't turn around. Not to mention, you guys, you want to see my face, you want to see the picture. So I hope this was good. I really do. And I hope some people that maybe could be allergic to paint thinner or can't take the smell, maybe you guys can use the Winsor & Newton water mixable oils, you know. I mean, it's worth a shot. I don't think they're super cheap. I don't even know how much they cost, but you know, I would say that it's worth a try. So thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you next time. You know, for any of the people that are genuine, my number is right here on the bottom. Anybody who's not, super easy to block you. So take care, guys. God bless you. I'm out.